All right, this is a question that I have been sent from the 8.1 homework. Someone's having trouble getting the decimal places to be correct here. So let's take a look at this triangle. I've been given a side little a side little b, and the angle A. Okay, so I've got some information written down here. I have a pair from angle A and side A, and I know side B, so that means I can find angle B first using the law of sines. So the sine of angle B is going to be equal to 11.91, sorry, over 11.91 is going to be equal to the sine of angle A, the 32.8, over the 22.02. So if we multiply the 11.91 on both sides, that should give us sine of B. And so I'm just going to do this on a calculator so we can see the screen and make sure my mode is degrees. It is degrees right now. So I can compute sine of 32.8 divided by 22.02. And then we're going to multiply it by the 11.91. So that gives us the sine of B. So the sine of B is equal to 0.29299. Now if I take the arcsine of that number, up enter, it's going to give me my angle back in degrees. So B is 17.037 or 17.04 degrees. And let's check that one out first. So they've got 17.0 as the correct answer, and so that matches up with what I got as well. It's not 17.1 because the decimal value after the 0 is too low. It's not going to round up. So if they only want one place, we would answer 17.0 degrees for B. Okay, so from there, we want to find the other two parts, angle C and side C. I would find angle C first. So angle C is going to be 180 degrees minus the 30.8 degrees from angle A minus the 17.0 degrees from angle B. And if we just subtract those, 180 minus 32.8 minus 17 gives us 130.2 degrees. Now if instead I had subtracted the 17.03, etc., I would get 130.16, but to round to one decimal place, that's still going to be 130.2. So 130.2 is going to be the correct answer. We can't go ahead and say 130.1 because the number after the 1 was a 6. So 130.2 is going to be the correct number there. Okay, then again, just to find the side C, we would set up little c is equal to the sine of 130.2 degrees equals side A 22.02 over sine of A 32.8 degrees, and I can multiply this over. So if I multiply both sides by the sine of 130.2, we're going to get little c. So 22.02 first of all divided by the sine of 32.8 and then multiply by the sine of 130.2 gives us a little c value of 31.05. It's 047, so let me just go ahead and write that, 048 at the moment. And how many places do I want? 2 places. And so hold on. So if we click on the accepted answers, it would have accepted 30.05, which is the one that I would have come up with. I came out with, again, 30.048, which I would have rounded to 31.05. That's one of the accepted. And the reason that there are so many here is because if we had kept more places into your intermediate steps for angles B and C, you would have had just slight variations on side C. Now, it turns out that it did not accept the 31.1, which was rounded to one place. It needed 2 places for the side. And so again, it wanted the degrees to the nearest tenth one place, and it wanted the side to the nearest hundredth two places. Okay, so just to try to explain, you were working very similar to what I did. I'm sure you got very similar answers, just the rounding was off. It looks okay.